showman. What didn't they take?
Are you okay, Jules?
Yeah, I'm alright. We just need to stop by at a valley colony for a resupply.
Is that bad?
Well, yes and no. Well, at least they didn't take the map. Quinn, I'm gonna chart out a next course. Here, let me find you a Roy Warren disc. At least they didn't take that.
Okay. What is it, Jules? Is it scratched?
No, it's fine. Here. Well, howdy there. Good to see you again. In case you forgot, I'm Roy Warren, your guide and expert here to educate you about the many dangers one can find when taking that fateful sojourn into the dark lands of the world before. Today's lesson is an important one because we'll be tackling one of the lowest scum of the earth, the Sons of Samhain, the accomplice of the apocalypse. Many folks today are under the impression that Black Halloween was when it all ended, but that's only half the truth. In fact, the end began in the year 2043, 7 years before Black Halloween. This was the day your great-grandpa said that the lights went out and never came back on. The chaos that erupted in the years that followed caused a lot of confusion and misinformation. No one really knows what happened in those days other than the world fell apart. But at this time, the world was still the world before. Then the Sons of Samhain happened. Their background has been lost to time, but subsequent investigations and interrogations revealed that before they were the Sons, they were the Lords of Samhain. The Lords of Samhain and their descendants believe in a prophecy known as the Black Millennium, which states that light in any form is blasphemous and must be destroyed in order to return the world and the universe back to its natural state, perpetual darkness. The 2043 blackout led to a massive surge in their numbers, as the Lords preached how it was a confirmation of the rightness of their cause. It's like what they say, it's easy to find faith in a crisis. The Lords of Samhain's magnum opus was Black Halloween, the day the world before became the Darklands. On October 31st, 2050, the last major sources of power in the world were wiped out by the Lords, and the last boot finally came down. But this wasn't the end for the Lords. No. At least to a certain extent. You see, when a force like them grows too quickly, the possibility of internal conflict grows as well. And after such a grand victory like Black Halloween, egos surge, heads swell, and personalities clash. And that's exactly what happened. You see, the Lords of Samhain ultimately failed in their great crusade. Sure, there were less lights on in the world, but humanity didn't keel over like they had hoped. The Dark Millennium didn't arrive on schedule. It was delayed, and that drove the Lords mad. Leadership turned on each other. Infighting, civil war, the whole 9 yards. The Lords of Samhain devolved into 2 warring factions, one of which chose to carry on the name of their predecessor, calling themselves the Sons of Samhain. So now you know their history and the reason why they are so reviled. But what about the Sons of Samhain makes them so frightening to so many? The goal they have is to destroy all remaining light, one bulb at a time. To accomplish this, the Sons are most active at night, peering to the horizon, looking for that small, tiny sliver of light. The moment they see it, they descend on it like a plague of locusts, able to wipe out an entire colony in a single night. But I'm sure you are all aware of that. After all, the lights out after dark rule is one shared by just about every colony I can think of. As for their organization, unfortunately for the Sons of Samhain, they still haven't addressed the little issue regarding their numbers. And now, with even less options for communication between their cells, the Sons go about their business depending on whoever's leading the charge. So some may use subterfuge to infiltrate and destroy colonies from within, while others basically act like murderous marauders with a scarier pedigree. Because of this, some of the attacks from the more savage Sons are often attributed to their rivals, the All Souls. But those scumbags are the subject of another day. Now, as a Darklander, the Sons of Samhain are a threat you may very well come across numerous times. Thankfully, unlike fuglies and bots, the Sons are a relatively easy threat to dispatch. If you've ever put a man in the ground, you already know what to do when facing one of these psychos. The Sons are not the monsters who created the Darklands. They're just a miserable offshoot using the reputation of their predecessors to incite fear in the hearts of Darklanders and colonists alike. But in the end, they're just people. They're flesh and blood, just like the rest of us. They go down with a well-placed bullet. They bleed when they're cut. In recent years, activity from the Sons of Samhain has lessened. Why? Hard to tell. Maybe the Fuglies are eating better these days, or the All Souls have taken a turn in that little war of theirs. Whatever the case, I personally say good riddance. Kind of ironic, don't you think? The ones who created the Darklands are now being destroyed by it. I say to dark with them all, and I don't say that often. All in all, the Sons of Samhain may have an intimidating history, but that's all it is, folks. History. What they are now are a barely organized band of stylized marauders with a flawed philosophy run by fools and bigots. Even if they don't think so, history will prove me and every Darklander right. Have a good one, everybody.
Jules, it's Dodd.
I heard. What'd you think?
They sound complicated. Have you ever fought them before?
A few times. It's like what Roy said. Put enough holes in them and they go down. Just like everyone else.
Are you sure I should be listening to these? You get weird when I do.
Huh? Oh, yeah, it's fine. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the journey.
Is everything okay?
Just about. Next stop, garage.
Don't you mean garage?
Don't let them hear you say that.
I don't get it.